The NBA Rookie of the Year race is going to be really, really good. Via OddsShark, here are the odds. Luka Doncic leads the way at plus 333, followed by DeAndre Ayton. The Cavs is Colin Sexton, Kevin Knox, followed by then Marvin Bagley, Trae Young, Wendell Carter Jr., and Jaren Jackson. And then we round out the list, again, via OddsShark. Is Luka Doncic running away with the Rookie of the Year, or are there any other odds that you like going in your favor, Coach?
Well, you have to remember that a lot of times this award rewards players who get a lot of usage. So you could be a really good player, not get a ton of minutes, and you're not going to win that Rookie of the Year award. You could be better than the other rookies. So you got to look at it in that context. And certainly Doncic will get as many minutes as he possibly can get, as many touches as he can. So he should be the odds-on favorite without question. That's right. However, there are some other guys in there that are up there that I don't think are going to ultimately, do as well as people think. And I saw Kevin Knox's name, and I went through some of his footage in the preseason so far. It's not good, and it kind of actually speaks to the process of development that we mentioned earlier in Kentucky. How these players, I know they only go for like 1 year, but they come out not that skilled, not really aware of how to play, and it takes them 2-3 years to really figure out what's going on. Now, that doesn't mean he won't be great, because John Wall became great and other players like that, but we do see a deficit there. I will say that Wendell Carter Jr. is the guy I would want to keep my eye on. He might be the one dark horse that could beat Doncic, because I think he's going to get a lot of minutes. I just think he's fantastic.
And Coach, what about keeping your eye on like Mo Bamba, for example? Because I feel like his character on the court is just like this big guy who's really intimidating. There's a lot of potential on him, but there's also this mystery to him, right? That a lot of the media still, is having a little trouble understanding, and he's constantly getting criticized for, I believe it was one article that said that he was too skilled. He had an eccentric taste and was too skilled in too many things, because he was like at the top of his class in college, and then he apparently he likes to sing, and he likes to play baseball, and there's just so many things that are around him, and he's such a creative guy. Is that still? Would you say that can make him more distracting when it comes to the NBA and the Rookie of the Year award, or is it maybe just some skillful assets that are just building to his brand?
Well, I've had a chance to watch him work out this summer, and I know who's been training him, and he works really hard. So I can't. He's a great kid. He works as hard as he can. So I'm not going to say that doing other stuff is going to be a detriment to that development. If I'm not mistaken, he is a little bit late to basketball in his life. So I think that might be one thing that will hold him back. And I just think that watching him in summer league and stuff, it just felt like he kind of just disappears, and you're not always aware that he's out there. Versus a guy like Ayton, who is just constantly around the ball, constantly making plays. So I just feel like it's just going to take him a little while to develop before we really get a chance to see what he is. Now, again, he needs to develop, and he's on a team that doesn't necessarily have a reputation for developing young players as well as they can. So that's going to be a real problem. And it's funny because it's a crapshoot where you end up going as a player. Some guys get to the right teams and they develop and have fantastic careers where they otherwise might not have. And not to say that's going to happen, but I'm keeping my eye on that in Orlando.
What's really funny, even to Denise's point, is that I heard the same exact stuff about a guy who is a budding star right now in the Boston Celtics, and that is Jaylen Brown. All that we heard was, he went to Berkeley, he participated in chess club, he's a little too smart for the game. Like, no, dude. Maybe you're just evaluating his talent a little poorly. Like, it's okay for guys. LeBron's whole thing at Uninterrupted is more than an athlete. It's okay for them to be more than an athlete. It's okay for them to be bright. It's okay for them to play chess. It's okay for them to play PUBG and Fortnite on their off day. Like, who gives a damn?
Well, it reminds me of Moneyball when they were criticizing a baseball player for having an ugly girlfriend, and that must mean he's got no confidence. Like, that's the kind of scouting report that sounds like what you're describing there, but he's doing too many things. So I think that's it isn't applicable here. There's so much time in a day outside of playing basketball that you need to have off and away and keep your mind clear. So it's a non-issue.
It's funny, if Larry David were in that meeting room, he would say that player is a man of character.
Right, exactly.
Do you guys want full TYT episodes?
Yeah!
So download YouTube TV and get a 7-day free week trial.